Hello, can everyone hear me? I decided to go ahead and start because I have a friend. Alfred, look over there. Ah, there's your face. There's the pretty boy. My pretty boy. This is my good friend who's been keeping me company while I have not been feeling well. But Kitty have small brain and no understand that you can't stand on stitches. Standing on stitches is bad, but Kitty really wanted to. So we had some discussions about this. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Hello. Let's see who's here. Okay. Go away. Oh, Akatsuki, G-Whiff, Grasny, Ghost Lightning, Mother Gaption, Daniel, Xavier. Hello, everyone. It's been a minute. I guess since Silent Hill 4. Hello, Carlos, Billy. Welcome. I had started streaming Silent Hill 4, and I had hoped to finish streaming it and finish up my book project before the surgery, and that just didn't happen. And then other things happened, but we're here now, and we're alive. I had my surgery. Not fun, obviously. I mean, nobody really, I think, looks forward to surgery other than excited maybe for when it's over. But the day of was fine. I went in with some family. You know, they knocked me out and came home very sleepy, drugged up. It was laparoscopic, which basically means, I guess they used like a fancy robot or something. Like, it's less invasive, so you recover a lot faster. Instead of months, it's like a couple weeks. So I did good. Came back home. I had a mild fever, basically was sleeping and resting a lot. And got better about probably 4 or 5 days after the surgery. I was starting to feel like myself again, still in a lot of pain, so I was really just laying down a lot. And then the fever came back. And then I noticed I smelled bad. This is such a weird story, but I smelled bad. And I went to, my niece was with us at the time and my mother, and I was like, y'all smell something? And my niece was like, you smell bad. And I looked into the paperwork and some things, and yeah, that was a note of concern. I've never gone to the emergency room for smell bad, but it turned out to be a very good idea because it's a sign of infection. And yep, I got infected because of course I freaking did. I have the worst luck with medical procedures and health things. Like, when I got my wisdom teeth removed, my teeth got infected, and I missed my senior dance because the one picture we have of that night, like, my face is swollen like this. So, like, I just knew something was gonna go wrong, and sure enough, I got infected. Spent 2.5 days in the hospital. Went in, like, midnight on Friday, and then left Monday at around noon. And basically, they just kept me on an IV, antifungal, antibiotic, and blah, blah, blah. I'm still on them because, you know, it takes a while for that stuff to go away, but they let me out once it was clear the medicine was doing something, and they let me go home with a bunch of pills and rest up, and that was this Monday. And so I've been at home resting, wanting to get back into the groove of things, because honestly, I feel so good. Like, y'all don't know how good it is to have the evil tumor just got, like, it's kind of incredible thinking about the fact that that thing is gone, and, like, I feel so much better. I'm not on the medications that made me sick anymore. Like, I feel really good. I'm still obviously pretty out of shape from being really sick for a long time, but I'm exercising, I'm eating good. I think we're on the upswing, and I'm very excited about it. The one thing I hate right now is how freaking hot this house is all the time. I wanted to stream, but now I don't want to turn on my extra computer, so I may wait a couple hours till the sun goes down, and then we're gonna play some more Silent Hill 4. But I thought maybe just do a separate update stream, since it's been up and down and all around and things going on. But what am I eating? A lot of smoothies, oatmeal. Discovered your channel yesterday, loved it right away, glad you're doing okay. Well, welcome. Big info dump right when you discovered the channel. Oh man, yeah, it's been a crazy couple months. Like, I don't know, it was the medications that kept me going were also making me sick, so it was really hard to do anything. And honestly, just being off those meds, I feel so much better, even with, like, the kind of, there's still a decent amount of torso pain, obviously. I got scars, you know, and that kind of thing. Even all that is fine compared to the symptoms I was going through on the meds, because the meds really mess with your pulse, your blood pressure, and when that goes up, you get headaches. You're exhausted really easy. You're hot all the time. You're tired all the time. Like, it was awful. There were nights where I would wake up and my pulse would be like, my blood pressure would be like 160 over something, and be like, why is my heart pounding? I was sleeping. It was because of the medication, and I couldn't quit it because it was treating the fibroids, and it's crazy shit. Thank you all for your kind thoughts. Hope everybody else is doing well. I have been working on research, working on Silent Hill 4 book. Books in general, I know some folks have bought some, and I just got so sick so quickly, I didn't get to send any out, so I promise I'm working on it. Just haven't had the time or energy. But hopefully by the end of what is today? Hopefully in a couple of days they'll be all mailed. And we'll be working on finishing Silent Hill 4. They've actually updated the Silent Hill 4 for PC, apparently, very recently. It had a graphical update, so I'm almost tempted to buy that and try it out. I won't stream the first part again on stream. Maybe we'll, I don't know, start from Chapter 2. But I'm also working on Silent Hill F. I know a lot of people have said, where's your video on Silent Hill F? It's like, well, I've had a lot going on. But, I have a lot of thoughts and things that I definitely will put in the video at some point. That's a goal for this week. That and Silent Hill 4 are probably my first big projects. Obviously gonna do Vampire Hunter D thing. They fixed all the missing hauntings. Oh, good. Yeah, I think Lobster last time was talking about it had some graphical errors or something to that effect. But yeah, hopefully that'll be good. Yes, I do live. I am alive and doing a lot better. I just had a pretty rough 2 weeks. And apparently the doctor actually said, like, the bacteria that got me sick, she'd never heard of it before. She was like, I don't know, man. New mystery for the universe. Like, of course I would get the weird, rare mystery bacteria that makes people sick. Oh my god. But she says it should be, I guess it takes a couple weeks for this kind of infection to clear up, but I should really start being more normal by, I hope, like May. I hope. And like I said, right now it's mild. I'm a little tired. I'm a little in pain. But compared to how I was like a month ago, this is a miracle. I'm really excited. Is Silent Hill F canceled in Australia? Probably because of the rating. Well, you can always do that thing where you switch your country on Steam and then order it that way. You had surgery too? I think someone else also mentioned having surgery. Good luck to all of you surgery havers. It definitely difficult. I got lucky that they could I got lucky and I didn't get lucky because I was lucky they could do laparoscopic and I'm in an area with really good hospitals. I was not lucky because the tumor they removed was really huge, so it was a lot of work to get it out. And apparently that also caused problems. The doctor in the post-op was like, man, we cut it in half and that was still too big. Like, Jesus, what am I? Apparently it was the size of a 3-month pregnancy. So I was 3 months pregnant for like 5 years. Sorry, just thinking about it, it's like, oh, I hate that thought. Ugh. You recently watched Revelations for the first time. I actually saw that movie in theaters. Fond memories of a very bad, fun movie. You should eat raw garlic, huh? Well, I'm already on some pretty powerful antifungal, antibacterial stuff, so... Yeah, yours was fibroids too? Mine too. I mean, fibroid is like a non-cancerous tumor, but yeah, it's a fibroid. For those who don't know, I just use tumor, because most people have never heard of fibroids. Revelations was the only movie you ever walked out of? Oh man, I was at least having fun watching it. Do I do movie reviews? I've never really done a lot of movie stuff, because what do you put... Like, YouTube claims so much of that shit. And it's like recently, one of my most popular videos of all time was Vampire Hunter D, the video, and I used some clips from the movies, and for months it was fine. And now it's been claimed, and my most popular video ever is just gone. And I re-uploaded it, and it's not doing anywhere near as good, of course, because that's how YouTube works. It's like, I just can't do anything about it. So, that's why I don't really talk about movies. I don't know. It just kind of sucks I don't know how people do movies on YouTube. It just crazy. Video games, way easier. Nowadays, they never get claimed because video game companies have learned that streams and things make them money and get them attention. Oh, man. What was with Pyramid Head on the carousel? Listen, that movie was a great fever dream, okay? It was just fun and weird and great. I love the part at the end where the lady turns into a monster and she and Pyramid have a face-off. That was so fun. Oh man, love vids. Yeah, I would like to do some vids on the Silent Hill movie. I don't know. And Ring, I've talked about Ring some. I actually think I managed to talk about the Ring movie by talking about the TV show, because the TV shows weren't claimed. Why has VHD been dead for so long? Oh, I should mention! Okay, because I think it's now live. Let me make sure this is live before I say anything. I zippy my lips. A zippy. Okay. Okay, I think this is it. Yes, okay, it is live. Go to YouTube. There's a podcast called Lefty Speaks, which is a Vampire Hunter D podcast run by the folks behind the books. I think the translation, I guess, is that Dark Horse? I should really know. Let me post the link. Well, the channel is called VHD the series. So I don't know that it's Dark Horse, but it's Scott McLean of Unified Pictures, and the people behind or working on some of the Vampire Hunter D stuff found my channel, and they liked my Vampire Hunter D videos, and I did a chat with them. So there is VHD things happening, like podcasts and other things. So check out the episode where I talked about VHD, and then keep an eye on the channel. If you like VHD and you want more news about new things happening, definitely go check that out and keep an eye on it. Have I read The Boxman? I haven't! That's one I've been looking for forever, because it is a big, I think, inspiration of the early era, because Ito references it in some art, and it sounds like it's a really weird, kind of popular book. Like, it's by a pretty big author in Japan. Another one I really want to read is Coin Locker Babies, because when you read the description of that book, it sounds absolutely incredibly wild, and it's like the major influence behind Silent Hill 4, and I want to read it so bad. I think there's a movie too. Oh man, there's a couple of different books I'd like to get behind the Silent Hill series, especially the Japanese ones, which are a little harder to find over here, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Hopefully gonna have a lot more energy and time to do all that stuff soon. I'm still a little out of breath today. I was feeling a lot better yesterday, but maybe that's because I cleaned house and did some things. Now I'm tired. Yes, I actually have... Where is it? Here, let me put this here. Where did I put you? There you are. The only PS1 game I still have physically. No case, just the disc. Vampire Hunter D. I think we streamed it once ages ago. It's like a really badly done DMC clone. I own almost everything Kikuchi has done in English. I'm missing like a handful of manga, but I own every Vampire Hunter D novel, all of Demon City Shinjuku, Yashikiden, all his one-shots. It's taken me like 10 years and a lot of money. But I love his books. I love his writing. And I definitely want to do more stuff on his work, because it's just great. Man. I've heard of stories from horror with Ian Gordon. Oh, The Shadow over Innsmouth is great. It's not a bad game, but I got caught early on. I think we were mostly exploring that castle, and I couldn't figure out what to do. Yeah, I liked the art style. Like, it wasn't a bad premise. I have a feeling it'll be kind of a fun movie game. Maybe not something that, like, blows your mind. But one of these days, maybe this Halloween or something, I want to actually finish playing it, because I love this universe. I think it'd just be fun. Demon City Shinjuku, it was something. Yeah, that's his first book ever. And it definitely has, like, the roots of everything he would go on to do later, but it's a hot mess in terms of... Well, no, it's a good book. It's just so many more things. Like, he develops so much more later that it makes me kind of go back to that one and be like, man, the comparison's crazy. I mean, I guess compare anyone's books between when they were 20 and when they were 60. You're going to see a huge difference. But, like, it's crazy to think he's been writing for almost 40 years now. 45 years, because I think his first book was like 1980-ish. And his early stuff is really different from his later stuff. I don't know, it's kind of crazy. And we also don't have as much of his stuff from now, because a lot of it stopped being published because it didn't sell as well here as over there, unfortunately. Like, there's a female vampire hunter half-blood person, like a version of Dee that's female, that has her own book. I really want it, and we don't have it, and it's so sad. And we only got one of the Grey Lancer books. I really loved that one. You should incorporate sardines? I've never heard of sardines being healthy. That's crazy. You should play the D game with Laura. Yeah, we streamed D on, GOG years ago, I think. D's a fun game. My friend Brad, my cousin, got me into it. I've been meaning to play Enemy Zero and D2 as well, but they're harder to get and emulate because you can't just buy them on, can't buy them on GOG. I think you have to emulate them on Saturn, on one of the harder to emulate things. I remember trying to run it a while ago and having trouble. Female D is V. I don't know what her name is. I don't know. There's a picture of her on the internet somewhere. I wonder if I can find it. Kikuchi Hideyuki, female vampire hunter, maybe? I had a picture of it ages ago. I mean, it's in my collection somewhere, I'm sure. Yeah, these are all just covers of Vampire Hunter D. It's a really pretty picture. It looks really interesting. It's actually in my video on VHD, because I think I mentioned the book at the end. But, yeah, we don't have a translation. The second Grey Lancer book got a fan translation, though, which I need to read. Because I love Grey Lancer. It's really good. It's a very kind of weird, dark story where it's like a vampire who very much has a different moral code than everyone else in the story is the main character, and he's kind of being the hero, but also he's not very heroic. But I loved it. Like, I just love those kind of really messed up characters. I don't know. I like... Anti-hero sounds like a kind of cliche, but that's sort of the idea. So what else have I been up to? Been playing a lot of Minecraft. I bought the Yu-Gi-Oh collection, the Game Boy Yu-Gi-Oh collection when I was in the hospital. I was like, I gotta have something to do, and I just played a heck of a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh on the Switch, which was fun and very nostalgic. I don't know how to play new Yu-Gi-Oh. The rules and the new shit confuses me, but take me back to 2005 and I can play some Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, that was fun. I was really enjoying that. I'm not good at the card game. I'm not very good at, like, strategizing games. Well, I guess I was okay at it back in the day. But, like, I was never a mastermind of the cards. I just liked it. I have fun playing those kind of games. And competing with them is more difficult because people take it very seriously. I used to go to, like, I think it was Books A Million down the street on weekends, and they'd have Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon tournaments, and I only ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! I just traded Pokemon cards. And I don't remember doing half bad, but, like, I don't think I ever did it very seriously. Played SMT5. I've played SMT5. I loved it, but I've not finished it because the like version with more shit came out, and I'm like, well, damn it, now I gotta play the version with more shit. I really, really love it, though. That might be my favorite SMT game right now. It's very modern compared to the other SMT games, and I really like it. I like that. I enjoy the kind of freedom that game has. The 4 is also very good. I've played 1, 4, 3, and 5, and one of the one that's like in Antarctica. That one. Whatever one. What else have I played? What else have I done? It's been 2 weeks. I've mostly been sleeping, unfortunately. Trying to think of if anything else has been up. Devil May Cry anime is coming out, like, yesterday. I have not watched it yet, but everybody I know who, like, is into Devil May Cry on the internet that I follow has been majorly, like, enjoying this show. Very excited about it, which makes me excited about it, because the animation looks pretty. I'm ready to fall into the Devil May Cry hole again. Last time I did, I made, like, 6 videos about it in a row, so that was fun. Got a lot of DMC fans on the channel. Yeah. It's weird, the different avenues. Like, I feel like Don May book readings, Silent Hill, probably a few Fatal Frame, Vampire Hunter D, and Devil May Cry. I think those are like the big avenues that most people come into my work from. One of those is normally what I hear, which is funny. Have I seen any good horror films? Funny enough, no. I did. Literally, the only thing I can think about watching lately is the Oscars, which was amazing because of the Wicked performance. That was amazing and beautiful, and I love Wicked. And the Super Bowl, which had the halftime show, which was really fun. I enjoyed that. That was just very well done. Not really watched a lot of TV, mostly because it's hard to watch TV when, like, to pay attention to a plot line when you're half asleep. So I've just been watching YouTube streams I've seen already, you know? Like, just watching people play Minecraft so that I can go to sleep. For those who missed it, I had my surgery. If you didn't know I was having one, I was having one. I had it. I got sick. Had to go to the hospital. Now I'm back. And I'm doing better. Long story short, doing okay. Just a lot of resting. I'm finally off bed rest as of like 2 days ago, so I spent like a lot of time cleaning and catching up on laundry and things that we couldn't do when I was like really bad. Yeah, at least 3 cloves when you're sick to keep your immune. I've never heard that. I mean, I'm sure I haven't done a lot of like reading about health food. Mostly my knowledge comes from anemia and what you eat for that, which is spinach, dark leafy greens, beef, shrimp, you know, that kind of thing. Which I am no longer technically anemic. I still have some of the symptoms, but now that the horrible evil is out of me, I should recover pretty quickly. And my doctor even said, you don't even need to go back to the blood doctor. Like, you're fine. Just take your iron and be fine. And obviously you should take garlic every day to keep the vampires away, which is also, you know, a way that you get anemia. So maybe garlic is good for that. You never know. You never know. So yeah, I am doing better. Just resting a lot. Haven't really started working on videos, but I have some things that I hope to do soon. First and foremost, I need to figure out how to make this room cooler, because I'm still very sensitive to heat, unfortunately. Like, when I got sick, I gained 80 pounds. And for those of you who have been big, you know, you get so much hotter when you're heavier, and it's just uncomfortable. And I'm trying to exercise and get in shape again, but definitely it will take time. Any issues with insurance? No. Thank God. Hopefully not. We double-checked everything. Everybody was covered. So far, I think they've approved it all, because, I mean, this was all pretty medically necessary. It was not elective. We'll see. And I have good insurance, I think, and hopefully that'll all be good. Knock on wood, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. I would stream a game, but I need to reset the computer back up. I moved it downstairs when I was sick, so I would have something to do. So that needs to be hooked back up. And also, I'm really hot. What I need to do is probably just buy a portable air conditioner, just for right this area, so that when the computers are on, it ain't so hot. It was a Silent Hill 2 remake that made me like Silent Hill 2 more. Wow, that's cool. That's why I like remakes. I feel like it can really bring new people, or even bring old people back in, like, and refresh things. I need to test my PS5 and see if it's good. It was having some issues with the HDMI port, and I'm hoping that maybe my niece was just doing it wrong. And if not, then I need to just bring it somewhere. And I keep meaning, again, I've just had other things going on. I did buy a better webcam, which I think I mentioned in the past, but, like, if you can't tell, it's finally brighter and I'm not living in a cave. The old webcam made everything so dark. Yeah, so I guess that's the plan. Book's out this week. I will start streaming again, maybe this evening when it's cool, or tomorrow morning. I think I'm going to do evenings and mornings until I can figure out what to do about the heat in this room. My mother's one of those that, like, she's very comfortable in hot temperatures, and she never turns on the air conditioning, so I'm always dying. Big garlic has invaded. Yep, apparently so. Apparently. I hope to have Silent Hill F video, some more Silent Hill 4 streams with the book on the way, get books out in the mail, more VHD, and I need to finish Fatal Frame. I was doing videos on Fatal Frame, and I was working on Fatal Frame 3, and I never got around to finishing it because life got in the way. So that's a pretty good plan, I think, for what we're going to work on in this coming month. I have things to do again. and I'm hoping to be really good. I've really, day by day, I've been feeling so much better. I'm kind of taking it slow just because it feels really weird. Like, this is a crazy thing I've been like, I've never had surgery and also never stayed in the hospital overnight before. So, like, this whole experience has been very different, very stressful, but also kind of a relief because it's over, you know. I've been given the green light by the doctor, so I'm okay now. So, like, it's been a lot of stress, and then it's been a relief of stress, you know? So I've kind of been just a little bit over what, like, my body was just like, sit down and take a break. Like, don't even do anything today. Just play some games and sit down. And I think that was good to do for a little bit. And now I honestly feel really better. But I think I'm gonna set this up better so it's not so hot. Maybe I need to move it into the room that has the higher ceiling. I don't know. I really like this little corner, but it does keep heat. Like, you can see the wall short behind me. It's like that and behind this, too. So all the heat from the computers is going to the wall. I don't know. But I'll work on that. So I think tonight at 6, I will see you for stream for Silent Hill 4. And then maybe if I wake up good in the morning, we'll do 10 a.m. stream. And we'll keep doing that until room is cool. And that way I won't have to attach a game stream to this rambling video about my health that I just wanted to kind of announce in case people were worried that I was alive and doing okay. Because I definitely was gone longer than I expected. This whole thing has been longer than I expected. I mean, we figured out I was anemic 2 years ago, and it took 3 doctors and multiple different, more than 3, because they sent me to a thyroid specialist, to a blood doctor, a different PCP, and then the urgent care. It took 4 doctors to figure out why I had anemia. And from there, it took like a year to find a doctor. Well, first we weren't going to do surgery. We put surgery off to see if pills would work. And when pills didn't work, that's when we were like, all right, we're going to have to do surgery. And that was November. And it was supposed to be first in line for January, but when I called in January, they were already full. So then it was pushed to March. So it's been a long journey to get here, and honestly, a lot of the last couple months with me not doing as much work in the past has just been stress. And worry, and also illness, and just a lot. So I'm excited for it to be over. It's kind of crazy that it's over. I don't think it's sunk in entirely. It's really crazy. I should stop saying that, but it just is. It feels it. Did I do the surgery at Brookhaven Hospital? Thank the Lord I didn't, because that place is not... Well, maybe that's why I got an infection, because it was not sanitary. No, that just happens. Like, surgery, there's always a risk of infection, especially depending on what part of the body you're doing the surgery to. So, I just got that one unlucky % that it can happen to. Thank you all for your kind messages. I will be here again for more game later. I see people asking about Silent Hill 1. I do think a remake would be fun for that. I want 4 more than I want 1, but I think 1 would make sense. It would make sense. I don't know. We'll see what they're doing. Maybe they'll go with... I could either see 4 because it's another standalone, or 1 because it's the original and it's the oldest. Like, either one kind of makes sense to me. 3's the only one where I'm like, nah, that don't make sense. You can't do that before you do 1. You can't just jump over it that way. That wouldn't make a lick of sense. So, thanks again for listening. I'll be back in about 4.5 hours. Am I doing math right? Yes. For Silent Hill 4, hopefully we can get through another world, because I really do want to finish working on that book, and it's mostly done. So, you can go chill. Bye.